Dzień dobry, Jan Kałucki, Kanał Plus Sport. Panie trenerze, teraz jesteśmy mądrzejsi po szkodzie. Czy nie warto było, żeby Robert Lewandowski jednak nie zagrał z Andorą, a zagrał dzisiaj, żebyśmy zagrali pierwszym składem, bo rozstawienie w barażach wymyka nam się z rąk?
The decisions is to be made always before and during, not after. It's very easy, to deal after the results, because the result, if it's completely different, we don't talking and we don't have this type of questions. But like I said, I go to say, we need to take decisions before, and I'm not a coach, a person who is afraid to take decisions. And I still think it was a really good opportunity to make a step forward on our team, without Robert or without Glick. Without Krika, important players with leadership, with personality, with type of game different, but we know it in the near future. We cannot have them all the time here in national team. For that, from the beginning, we started to take decisions in young players to get experience at this level, preparing them on the future. For that, the experience, they are really important. And after they achieved the first goal, or the main goal, to be in the playoffs, we thought a good moment, an important moment for our team to make a step forward. Players to get more responsibility, some of them more capacity for leadership. Demanding of the importance of this match, the importance of the result. But today, everyone, they was not in our best shape, unfortunately.
Tomek Włodarczyk, proszę.
Tomek Włodarczyk, Meczyki. Panie trenerze, a jak generalnie z pana perspektywy, jaką wagę ma rozstawienie w barażach? To jest pierwsze pytanie.
How important? Can you repeat the lineup?
Czy dla pana ma to znaczenie, czy reprezentacja Polski będzie rozstawiona, czy nie będzie? Jak to jest ważne w tych dwustopniowych barażach?
For what I understand on your question, it's okay. Because they don't was the. Okay. No, for me it was really important. For that, my answer to the first question, it's to preparing players and to make players make one step forward. We need to give them also responsibilities. And today it was an important match. With direction to play home the first match, because it's really important to play with our fans, always pushing us, believing in us. For that, we need to build it up, consistency in our result. But today, our team, it was, he played more with the heart than with his head, and we need to have a range, a percentage. Where when we play, we need to be more with our head. It means tactically and strategically, we need to handle much better the responsibilities and the tasks each one you have. And today, we don't was the team we could be, because we have capacity, we have good quality on players. Nobody achieved the level each one he could achieve. And again, tactically and strategically, special. I review some of the games before and during the Euro, when you are better than your opponent, creating and to be push them more close, we becoming disorganized. And this, it's a question of leadership, communication, understanding, to be strong enough to handle the demands during each match. And after to draw, we becoming much stronger. We took a decision to be much more offensive, looking to win the match, but being much more organized. We lost completely our middle, especially in their transitions and their offensive transitions. The moment we lost the ball, we have a big gap between our defensive line and all the players in another block. For that, we allowed one of the key moments of Hungary, to deliver. He hurt us because he could hurt us more in one or two situations where they can be much more dangerous. And the team, you need to grow. And I think it was the right moment with all these responsibilities. But our mind, it was to win and to be to playing the first game home.
Właśnie, czy nie martwi pana to, jak ta drużyna cały czas spisuje się w defensywie? Wydawało się, że jest już trochę lepiej, ale znów te stałe fragmenty gry. Tracimy 6 goli z 19 za pana kadencji po stałych fragmentach gry. Ta druga to też to, co pan zresztą powiedział, odległości między liniami, no, odpowiedzialność wielu piłkarzy w tej akcji w kontekście bronienia wyniku, bronienia przy tej akcji. Czy pana nie martwi, że ta obrona cały czas popełnia dość proste błędy?
I could not be afraid. I'm always very positive, and I think the team is already grow. On the free kick, when we concede the first goal, unfortunately, the communication was the best because we have 2-3 players where the ball landed without opponents. With easy communication, we don't make the flick, but also we cannot allow the players to go between us to make the final touch. We need to control much better. It's something we need to keep working. Of course, when you have always the same players, they are used to do it certain specific things. When you change players in some areas, you could become a little bit more weak. But it's part of the game. When we introduce new players on these zones. Regarding the distance after to score to draw the 1-1. After that, this is something I want to see my team to grow and to be much more responsible, to understand with the leadership, with communication between themselves, because it was clear. We tried to pass message, but it was enough, to handle that moment.
Wojtek Piela, proszę.
Dobry wieczór, trenerze. Wojciech Piela, Radio Weszło FM. Pierwsze pytanie będzie trochę odnośnie do też słów trenera Marco Rossiego, trenera Węgrów, który powiedział, że na pewno trudniejsze mieliby zadanie, gdyby Robert Lewandowski zagrał. No i też wiemy, jaka była sytuacja, tak? Tutaj te punkty były nam potrzebne do tego rozstawienia. Teraz wiemy, że choćby Włosi będą grali w barażach, Portugalczycy grają w barażach i czy oczywiście też jakby rozumiejąc te pańskie tutaj tłumaczenia, czy jednak też nie ma pan gdzieś w głowie, czy przed tym meczem, że po prostu wystawieniem takiego składu, brakiem wystawienia Roberta Lewandowskiego, utrudniamy sobie teraz tę drogę do Mistrzostw Świata, bo siłą rzeczy te szanse na rozstawienie na meczu siebie są teraz mniejsze niż gdybyśmy wygrali.
I will keep repeat the same thing because it's something. This is what I believe. I think it could happen times, in moments. Robert, he could not be with us. For that, the team need to keep growing, and only with demands, with important responsibilities like it was today on the game, we can experience this, and we can help and support the players to grow, on team to grow in these type of environments. It's really easy, to discuss these things after results, but like I said before, I'm the first leader. I need to take decisions. I take decisions, and I have problems on that. Decisions where I keep believe we are much better and we could handle much better today's match and to win the match. It don't happen, unfortunately, but we still have lots of chance because we already show against each opponent, home or away, we can be really competitive and to win and to beat everybody. Hopefully everybody could be fit and well at that moment, and hopefully also, because we're depending from others in this moment, we're waiting for tomorrow to give us the chance to play the first game home.
Michał Białoński.
But it's whatever comes, we need to be confident in us, where we can, make a good job and beat and to be beat our opponents and to be in Qatar.
Michał Białoński, proszę. Ja widzę wasze ręce, naprawdę.
Witam panie trenerze, bo
Pięciu
cały czas
naraz nie
mówimy,
może
Michał
zadać
Białoński
pytania.
z Interi, cały czas mówimy o braku Roberta Lewandowskiego, ale przecież nie mieliśmy też lidera drugiej linii, jeśli chodzi o defensywę, Grzegorza Krychowiaka. W pierwszej połowie nie było lidera drugiej linii, jeśli chodzi o ofensywę, Piotra Zielińskiego. Nie uważa pan, że te eksperymenty były za duże? Bo ja rozumiem, że chciał pan zaoszczędzić Glika, który mógł mieć żółte kartki, no ale jeżeli na każdej pozycji nie ma najlepszego piłkarza, to drużyna otrzymuje taki sygnał, że to jest coś w rodzaju meczu towarzyskiego, a nie meczu o baraże.
No, the team we have exactly a different signal. From the beginning, where we took the decisions and the team started to realize who goes to play and all the directions we give to the team and to the players, it was really the opposite. It's a big responsibility, a big moment to grow as a team, but I take my responsibilities for that. I'm the one I take the decisions. For that, like I said, each one of us, and I'm include, not only the players, we don't was in the best shape.
Adrian Mielnik, proszę.
Dobry wieczór trenerze, Adrian Mielnik, TVN24. Chciałem zapytać trenera, jak trener skomentuje te gwizdy na koniec, które się pojawiły. Jednak po 7 latach reprezentacja Polski poległa w swojej twierdzy. Przegraliśmy z reprezentacją Węgier, no i te gwizdy, 56 000 kibiców, które tutaj przyjechało dopingować naszą reprezentację, no dało taki upust swoim emocjom, tym smutnym emocjom, które zakończyły właśnie ten mecz porażką. Dziękuję.
If they whistle for us, they have reason to whistle because we are a better team than what we present today, and we could do it much better. And of course, they want to be related to the success. They show us, to push us, to support us, and in the end, if they whistle for us, because I don't know it, if it was for us or for someone else, if we whistle. They have their reasons, and because they expect much more, like we expect much more than ourselves, to make a better result and to support them with a good result, because they are always close to us.
Tomek Kowalczyk, proszę.
Dobry wieczór trenerze. Chciałem zapytać, czy nie ma pan sobie troszkę do zarzucenia, że przy remisie 1-1 drużyna nie dostała jakiegoś takiego wyraźnego sygnału, komunikatu, czy ma pójść do ofensywy, czy bardziej bronić tego wyniku, bo trochę miotała się na boisku i czy zrobiłby pan coś innego, jakby mógł pan cofnąć czas. I chciałem zapytać, czy Portugalia to będzie trudny rywal, jeżeli byśmy wylosowali, czy uważa pan, że to dobrze, żeby pan grał przeciwko Portugalii, czy nie?
Look, I disagree completely with your first question. I think the signal, it was quite clear. We changed one player up front to be much more fresh between Piona and Milik. We make a clear decisions. We want to be forward and looking to win the match with Franek as a playmaker, like he played already some games in the qualification, playing with the two midfielders with quite good quality on the passing and decisions, to handle better our possession and to feed wide areas and up front. But we don't we don't was like that. But the idea, it was quite clear. I think mainly the two teams, the two shapes, they was near or less similar. In the wide corridors, we lost all the battles, the most of them offensively. We try to refresh the right side. We becoming slightly better but not enough, to feed and to create chances and opponent's goal. Defensively, we was also more poor than our opponents, especially from the wide areas. For that, this challenge, we lost them. We could win them because we show already we can be able to do that. But the idea, it was, or the signal, like you said, it was really clear. It was different. What we lost, it was a big gap, like I explained, big gap between our defensive line and our players up front. It was a big hole, big distance between these two lines. And the fault, it was the players. You need to understand, it not only with heart, but tactically and strategically, you need to occupy better the pitch. And we have two players, important players like Zelinski and Klici, where they can read well the game and to handle better. But the heart, sometimes, it goes always in front of the head, and we need to be much more mature, all of us, not only them, all of us, to handle these demands. And regarding the second question, we will wait for the draw, and then we can talk about that.
Mateusz Ligan, zapraszam.
Dobry wieczór, Mateusz Ligan za program Pierwszy Polskiego Radia. To ja chciałem zapytać, wspominał Pan o tym, że nie wszyscy zawodnicy byli dzisiaj w formie. To kto nie był w formie i czy mamy się doszukiwać też tutaj odpowiedzi chociażby w zmianach w przerwie, bo zszedł Matikasz, który został zmieniony. Jak ocenia Pan jego postawę? Jakub Moder również został w przerwie zmieniony. No i też jak ocenia Pan postawę Krzysztofa Piątka, bo on też chyba pozostawiał wiele do życzenia. Także poprosiłbym o te komentarze. Dziękuję.
Like I said, I don't go to individualize. I think all of us, was in our best shape. I cannot direct for one player. All of us, we was down of our potential. And I'm including as well. I'm not out of that. For that, it's all of us, was in the best shape today.
Przemek Ofiara, proszę.
Dzień dobry, panie trenerze. Przemek Ofiara, Super Express. Panie trenerze, trener reprezentacji Węgier na konferencji prasowej powiedział, że jego zdaniem brak Roberta Lewandowskiego w tym meczu mógł być wymuszony przez Bayern Monachium. Jak pan to skomentuje? Dziękuję.
No, we need to make decisions, and we made a decision. It's not regarding clubs in making decisions here. I'm the first man up front, and I take the responsibility for the decisions I make. Not about the clubs, it's about myself. We make a decision through him and the other players, and we need to get our responsibilities.
Michał Skiba, proszę.
Dobry wieczór, trenerze. Mówił trener, że ten zespół musi się rozwijać tak, że bez Roberta Lewandowskiego, a młodzi muszą mieć odpowiedzialność, muszą się jej uczyć. Być może dostał dzisiaj trener taką informację zwrotną z boiska, że jest jeszcze na to za wcześnie i trzeba wykorzystywać Roberta póki jest zdrowy i chce grać i gra.
Sorry to tell you guys about that. I think if we keep saying or keep thinking always it's too early, we never give the chance to experience the things. For that, we need to give confidence on the players to make the step, and we need to make them experience things. And I think, again, I will tell you guys, today I could make the same decision because I believe in all our players, and it was, in my opinion, the right time to do it that because today it was an important moment for all of us in many sense. As a team to grow, the importance to play home, and with important players out for that to keeping growing as a team. And I think it was the right moment to do it already with the first goal, get it to go in the playoffs. I think it was the right time, but the thing today it doesn't work.
Łukasz Ściana, proszę.
Dobry wieczór, panie trenerze. Łukasz Ciona, vlog Cioną po oczach. Ja tak słucham i z tego, co pan powiedział, no to pan się nie przyznaje do błędu. To znaczy pan powiedział, że taką samą decyzję by pan podjął także mając tę wiedzę po meczu, kiedy trener Węgrów, Marco Rossi, mówi wprost, że Polska zyskałaby 30-40% i grałoby się im znacznie trudniej. Grając jednak bez rozstawienia znacząco utrudniliśmy sobie drogę na mundial i czy rzeczywiście pan twierdzi, że nie zrobił pan błędu w tej kwestii? Bilans pańskiej kadencji to jest tak: 15 meczów, stracone gole w 80% spotkań, bilans bramek 37-20, porażka na Euro, a teraz pada twierdza na Narodowym. Na czym my mamy opierać swój optymizm przed meczami barażowymi, które prawdopodobnie będziemy grać na wyjeździe i to z rywalami znacznie wyżej od nas notowanymi, między innymi takimi jak Portugalia, a to oczywiście nie chodzi tylko i wyłącznie o Portugalię. Więc dwa moje pytania podsumowując. Pierwsze, czy podjąłby pan rzeczywiście taką samą decyzję przy obliczu 50 000 widzów na Stadionie Narodowym, że nie ma Roberta Lewandowskiego i czy to pana błąd? A drugie pytanie, na czym mamy swój optymizm opierać? Dziękuję.
I started from the last one because I'm optimist. I'm confident. I believe in our argues and I believe in our players. For them, I'm always optimist on that. We show already we can beat each opponent, home or away. We prefer to play home the first match. Probably it will not be. Also being in seed group, we can take also important teams and national teams. For that, we know it. We need to compete. Also, we can get Italy and Portugal in the second game. For that, we need to be confident in our argues, in our game, in our football, because what we show so far, we can compete against each team, and we can be really strong, and we can win.
Ostatnie pytanie, proszę bardzo.
Dobry wieczór, trenerze. Daniel Żurawski, Weszło FM. Ja chciałem zapytać o Tymoteusza Puchacza, ponieważ on był dzisiaj zamieszany w utratę 2 goli. On nie gra w klubie. W mojej opinii nie przekonuje również w reprezentacji. Co on takiego pokazuje na treningach, że przekonuje trenera? Jakie on daje argumenty, że nie tylko dostaje tyle tych szans, ale że dzisiaj na przykład zagrał w pierwszym składzie? Dziękuję.
Talking about Timek, no? I think he played really well already. No, not tonight. For what I listen, it's you don't play well in the national team. You're talking about today or previous games. Previous games, I disagree completely with you. I think it's doing really well, improving a lot. Young player. In the moment he arrived to the national team, he improved. He gives strength, power. Always up and down. He can defending better. Yes, he can be defended. It's something he need to grow with that. He can cross much better because have a good capacity to do it. Yes, today you don't was, but it's not him. Every one of us, we don't was in the best shape. We cannot focus in one player, and I cannot focus in one player who deliver important potential in our team regarding the other matches and what is to happens also in the future, because you will handle. Of course, we have that situation. We don't have only Timek. You don't playing in these clubs. We have players, a good number of players. They don't have too many minutes playing in their clubs, but we know it. We have idea. We are working. We know what he can achieve, what he can deliver, and hopefully they could achieve, all the games. But it's not like that. And hopefully, on the playoffs, they can achieve that.
Okay, Mr. Coach, can I speak in English?
Yes, you
okay,
can.
because for example, Maciej Rybus, he's playing a lot in his club, and he's like obvious option for the left defense, left wing, and he's not getting so much chances in a national team. And like my question is why he's getting much less chances than Puchacz?
Rybus. He have the same chances like it was dealing with Reza. We need to looking for solutions. Two different players. I think Reeves is much more mature. Technically, he handle better short spaces. Physically, I think Timek it's much more stronger and to handle better the up and down. I think Reeves defensively in Andorra he made a fantastic job. Offensively, my expectation is much more higher because his left foot is really good to deliver precise good passes. Sometimes also, or the most of times when he play on the corridor, I expect also much more because his ability, his quality on dribbling. Because when you have 1v1, when you have duels on the side corridors like today, we need to have players, to propose himself, to push himself, to making final crosses. Sometimes he handle better, other times not the best. For that, it's take decisions. But my decision is always it's believing in our players.
To było ostatnie pytanie. Dziękujemy bardzo. Dobrej nocy. Do zobaczenia.